Hello everyone. I haven't made a video in a while. I am still working on the full height all composite RV that some of you may have seen a video on. At any rate, I am mostly finished welding up the frame. It's all done on the bottom side. Once I flip it over, there'll be a little more welding to do on the top, and also a coat of paint on the top side. So as you can see, I'm lifting it up with a chain fall again, same way I flipped over my utility trailer. You can see this one has Rockwell American suspension on it. Not really what I was after, but they should do the trick. They're 2,000 pounds. The predicted weight of this trailer, I'm hoping to keep it under 1,200 pounds. This frame works out to about 500 pounds, and the box works out to 400 pounds. Mind you, I'll have to add the bed, fridge and dinette and stuff like that. So that's why I'm predicting another 300 pounds. But it'll be nice lightweight, good size camper. So I'll carry on flipping this over and I'll talk to you later. Okay, continuing on with the mounting of the box onto the trailer. You can see I have the trailer all complete, except for the tongue jack. I went to get one today and they didn't have any with wheels on them. So I'll either have to take a trip up to Owen Sound or order one off Amazon. Anyway, it's all painted, ready to go. I'm doing a little work on my Civic wagon. I think it needs a new alternator. Hopefully not, but I can't see what else is the problem. The battery is going dead on it. All right. Okay, now you can see I have the box sitting crooked on the platform. And it's so that I can trim this lip off down here. All the way around the bottom, there will be some more Phylon glued on that will glue directly to the trailer. So I need to trim it all off. And you can see how crooked it is. It's also very strong. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on with the trimming, and then I'll get back to you and show a live demonstration, I hope, of getting the box onto the frame. Anyway, we're almost got it all pushed on. You can see the glue is ready and waiting. What will happen now, see it's off the platform trailer. I just have to shove it up the rest of the way, and then we will undo all the clamps from underneath and knock the support pieces out one by one, and then let the whole cabin drop onto the frame. The black dot is where I need to drill the hole in the tank. The cross lines are where I thought I needed to drill the hole in the tank. So by laying the tank down in its position with the hole through the floor drilled, I avoided a huge mistake. Sorry for shaking, but I'm kind of upside down right now. Hello everyone. What I've been working on for quite a while now has been plumbing for the bathroom. This is the platform. That's what you'll see be standing on or sitting on. And this is going to be the combined black water and gray water tank. I hope you can see. I had to repair this tank. That's what this is. I had to put an additional hole in the floor for this to go down so the tank can sit slightly upright at this end. The hole down there is for the outlet. And I'll be using the same sort of grommet, Icon grommet. That's 1.5 inch pipe size. This is a 3-inch pipe size. To drill the hole properly for 1.5 inch pipe, you want a 2 1/4 inch hole saw for the 1.5 inch grommet. For the 3-inch grommet, you need a 3 3/4 inch hole saw. You'll get all kinds of different answers if you ask what size is the proper hole saw to use on the internet. I actually bought a 3 7/8 because that's what one of them told me to do. I tried it on a piece of scrap and it would have leaked terribly. 3 3/4 for a 3-inch, 2 1/4 for 1.5 inch. Anyway, I'll show more when I get this tank installed. For now, I'll be putting on the grommet down here and fabbing up some piping. And I thought I'd show a bit more about what I'm working on. I have the fenders. I got 2 of these fenders. This is just sitting on the wheel right now. And over here, you can see the start of the main black water tank drain. And moving inside, see the tank here. That's I believe 34 gallons US. And yes, this started off life as a freshwater tank, but they're pretty well all the same. Just the black water tanks are usually black. So I'm using this, and the freshwater tank will be sitting in behind the jigsaw there. And here's the shower platform. You can see the drain and the sewer mount, or the toilet mount. And under here, that fitting isn't glued together. When it goes up into the toilet mount, it will be slightly more than 1 inch above that bottom piece of framing. And it'll be fully supported. It does have a 7-inch step up, which will be a lot awkward for tall people, but really this shower and wet bath, I don't think most people are just going to use the toilet. I don't think it'll be that bad to have a shower in here, especially for a short guy like me. But if you're over 6 feet, you can be crouched over quite a bit. All right, that's it for now. Okay, this is the finished plumbing for the shower, combined shower and toilet platform. The stub you see here is not glued. This is just so I can get a circle drawn on the bulkhead so I know where to drill the hole. That will eventually go into the tank. This will be replaced by a longer piece. Okay, what I've done now is found the center line of the inlet pipe, the pipe that from the toilet and the shower into the tank. And then I went ahead and drilled right into the tank because I used the proper hole saw to make this hole. So I drilled right into the tank, and it should be perfectly centered. The grommet is on. You can see the 1.5-inch grommet there. Underneath you can see the stub hanging down. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to get a rubber flexible connector because I realized that if I ever have to get, or somebody ever has to get, this tank replaced, there'll have to be a way to be able to disconnect it without getting in there with a sawzall. So I'm going to need a flexible coupling, and I will be able to test it for leaks then. Okay, now I'm filling up the tank to check for leaks. Got everything hooked up properly, I hope. I'm gonna shut it off. It's about 1 inch from the top now. So with the tank completely full, you can see the water level will be about 2 inches below the toilet flange. And you can't really see the water in there. You can see over here, I should have put a stub of pipe on here because the water's right up to the top. And I use this fill spout to fill it up. Okay, I thought I'd show what I've accomplished lately. You can see the platform for the toilet and shower is completed. The toilet is not plumbed up yet. I just have it bolted down. I just wanted to make sure it's not too wiggly, and it's pretty solid, as is the platform. But right now the platform is all caulked so that it will be waterproof. These should be waterproof. And now I'm going to start working on, I have to run a vent pipe in this wall. I've got to hack out a bunch of styrofoam to do that. And then it'll connect to this grommet. There'll be a T, because over here there's going to be a sink unit of some kind. So I'll be running the plumbing below this level here, joining up to the vent, and the drain for the shower is already connected, as is the toilet. You can see the grommet down there, and the drain is already installed. Basically, I just have a lot more stuff to do. But I thought I'd end this series because it's gotten a little long and I haven't put out an update in a while. But we're getting there. I think I will have everything done. If I get a lot of work done in the next 2 weeks, it'll be ready to go. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody that subscribed, and have a good day.